guys, welcome to the Charm School Show, your weekly lesson in all things beauty, life, and health. I'm Kim.
And I'm Krystal.
Y'all, we have a super special surprise for you guys.
We do.
You see me have a different background going on today. We ain't at home. We don't know how to act when we're not at home.
We done took over somebody's house.
Got some nice pillows. But we're inviting you guys to come with us today.
Yeah, so today's guests are Jeremy and Sam. They are dope artists out of Dallas, Texas, and we're gonna get into how they actually deal with their art form and their relationship.
Yeah, because you know that can be a lot. That can be stressful. But beautiful at the same time. Loving art. Loving basketball?
Loving basketball, loving art, hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
They wanna see me in my pineapple, 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 pine. They wanna see me in my pineapple, 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 pine. Woke up this morning, stretched my kundalini, invoking my goddess. It's no wonder you're attracted to my being. Yeah, I got it, yeah, I own it. It's all mine and I can flaunt it. If I want it, you don't like it, don't police my areola. You don't really want that fight, you can just step aside. My stuff, your pride, pay homage to my temple. Doesn't mean you get to come inside. If I bless you with my presence, it's a present, get your life. If your presence is a menace, get the fuck up out my life.
So help us welcome Jeremy and Sam. And I say welcome, but we're in their house. So thank you.
Thank y'all for letting us come in. You're welcome.
We're gonna get into their artistry and their love life a little bit. They're gonna let us in. Just a little bit. Just give me. I don't like him.
I'm so excited. I don't even know who to start with first, but Sam, you're closest to me. Okay. Tell me about you. Like, where are you from? How did you get started in your art? Tell me all that.
So I grew up on the east side of Fort Worth.
Okay.
I lived in Florida when I went to high school in West Palm Beach, and then I came back to go to college. So I went to UTA and lived in Antigua. I've always been an artist in some form or manner. Usually, I started with like drawing and whatnot. I always enjoyed music, but I didn't feel like I was good enough to pursue music. So I didn't up until the point where I was in school for graphic design, and I was in my last semester, and I couldn't afford it anymore and had to drop out.
Oh.
Last semester. Two projects.
Wow.
Two projects. Like, I already had grades logged.
At this point, y'all
grades were logged. And I had to, they were like, pay me my money or get the out.
Right.
Oh
man.
I ended up being like super depressed and just like really, I didn't want to do anything creative. I didn't want to draw. I didn't want to paint for several months. And then some friends of mine were already part of a music collective in the city called Brain Gang. And they were like, hey, just, come to the studio, just come. And it just sort of like grew from there. Like, they gave me a beat like jokingly just to see what would happen.
Not knowing you don't beast it out.
Yeah. I didn't know I was going to beast it out. And I released my first EP late 2013, and it's just been moving since
Growing.
then. Yeah.
So
Growing, you're doing big things.
Do you just solely focus on music now, or do you still go back to like your?
I still do both. Like last year, we did a joint art show at the spot called Neighborhood in Bishop Arts. So I did a bunch of paintings and a big mural on there.
It was amazing.
Why didn't you invite me?
I don't know where you were, girl.
Right now, music is very much my my passion.
Like, you can go from graphic design to painting to being a live performer. Like, that's when you know you're a true artist.
Right. When you just want
straight
to
up
dabble in
I
everything.
just like to make stuff.
Right. I just like to create. So, Jeremy, tell us about your background in art, and actually, where are you from, first of all?
I'm from South Dallas, near Fair Park.
Sunny South?
Sunny South Dallas. A lot of people never believe that when I tell them that. It's facts. Yeah, I grew up in South Dallas. Went to Booker T. Washington High School, downtown Dallas, for arts. Then from there went and did an extensive stint at community college. An extensive stint in community college. Yeah, I was taking a scenic route through college.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, went the scenic route through college, and then went to UTA as well. Well, majored in graphic design, minored in painting. So I have a full art background as well. And I've been doing art my entire life. I've always drawn or painted, picked up photography in college, picked up videography shortly after college. So
You create together, like that's the dopest shit ever.
Right. That's goals, actually.
Relationship goals.
I'm trying to find a creative
Where you
bag.
at?
Can
Where
we
you at?
host a show? What can we do?
Host a show together with your
Sure,
bag. Come
you
on,
can.
man.
So that's not what we doing right now. That's not what we was.
You gonna come in the studio one day like, hey.
Y'all already recording and everything.
yeah, you got light skin and build. You out of there. All right.
Don't do me like that, Kim.
Nah.
Let me know so I won't show up.
She gonna call New Bay Krystal too. Yeah.
It's gonna be horrible.
I can't wait. I mean, tell us about your relationship. How did you guys meet?
So I was doing fashion design.
I just like the way he tells the story.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say.
She's like, I love hearing this every time.
I'm not gonna say fashion design because fashion design makes it sound like I was actually designing fashion. I was putting goofy shit on t-shirts. We did a fashion show at UTA when she was there, and the way they had the runway set up, it was going towards the door. It was a stage. It was elevated. And so when we were walking into the door, she was walking down the runway towards me, and I took that as an omen.
It's
And
meant to be.
yeah, I was like, I didn't never believe in love at first sight, but then I saw that and was like, okay, that's my next girlfriend. And the person I was with was like, there's no way in hell. She's completely out of your league. You don't stand a chance.
She's out of your
To your face, huh?
Yeah, he was like, fam.
Don't ever dash my
He
dreams.
was-
I'm shooting for the moon.
He's been a hater.
He's good at
And
it.
so I was like, yeah, nah, I'm definitely making that my mission. So we did the rehearsal that night, went home. I never asked her name, never found out like what her actual name was, but somehow found her through a series of stalkerish events.
Wow.
And,
Impressive.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, it'd be like that sometimes.
it's only
even that.
stalking.
You go through all your friends' friends?
It's only stalking if it's not unwarranted, or unwelcome. But so I did research. Sent her or typed up a message, left the room because I was too scared to send it, and then came back in the room a few more times, and then finally sent it, and then ran out and jumped on the couch to watch TV, like just on some like.
Can you give like a brief summary of said message just to help other people out there?
Yeah,
That need to make that action.
Yeah, no, I don't remember anything about it. It was super corny.
It's so
It
cute.
wasn't even like trying to holler.
It wasn't
like,
trying to holler.
It
It
was
was
one
like-
of those under the guise of, hey, let's work together. Let's
Right.
do something together.
Yeah.
It was
So
one
you
of
use
those.
that approach, yeah.
Yeah, so I
We
definitely
should
used
collaborate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely used the hey, let's build, fam.
Stay low.
Yeah. In today's English, it
Yeah.
would be, hey, fam, we gotta build. I fuck with the vision.
That's the
Yeah.
code. Let me go
Yeah,
check the
so-
DMs real quick.
So it was definitely that era's version of that. From there, we were walking by one of my favorite museums, and I was telling her about it. She was like, I've never been to a museum, and I was like, oh, we're going together.
Oh, I'm
so
unique.
We're going together. So we went to the museum, and then after that, we like went out to eat, and then I took her to another spot because I was like, well, if I impressed her with this museum, I'm definitely going to impress her with this other restaurant. So we went there. I will say the name of the restaurant, but they're not coming to check. So
Amen.
I was paying attention to her Facebook status, and it went from in a relationship to single.
Oh.
I left that little detail out. Yeah, that definitely was a thing. And so I was like, oh yeah. Definitely came Steph Curry in with the shot. So I went full in and went full in, shooting my shot. And we've been together every day since.
I love it.
That's so cute to me. Watching your face while you're telling the story. Same,
Right.
Did that happen to you?
Right, exactly.
It was.
I'd always liked art, but none of my previous boyfriends liked art.
Oh.
None of them, like,
See,
it was
that's
just,
key.
they would make fun of me for it, for liking certain stuff,
Wow.
or for doing certain stuff, so I always, like, dampened, like,
Right.
my artistic stuff. So, to meet this guy, who who, you know,
Is
is
interested
cool
in the
and
same
interesting
things,
and does
yeah.
art and like is taking me in this museum and like breaking down the pieces and telling me
Oh,
all
so
this stuff.
it wasn't just a stroll.
It wasn't just a stroll, but he was dropping knowledge and like
you
art
smart
history.
too?
Yes!
Oh,
Exactly. Exactly.
So I had to put my art history class to use.
It worked. So you
That's
went
an actual Picasso. And the reason it's
Yeah.
important is because,
So you
So
took
that type of
class
stuff.
twice, huh?
But I didn't know his art.
that type of stuff was like, oh. Going out to eat, like the restaurant was some other shit I had never seen before and never experienced, and I was like,
Talk to me a little bit more about how important it is to be in a relationship with another creative and how that kind of helps you or maybe hinders your process.
I think some people think it's weird. Like they feel like we shouldn't be able to be in a relationship and be creative. And to a certain extent, we do work together, but then we also keep certain things like separate. Because you know, we artists and we sensitive about our shit.
Shit, yeah.
Right.
Still applies
Right.
in a household with two artists. But we are at the same time one another's biggest champions and one another's biggest critics. Like even when it hurts our feelings, like we still go to each other and be like, say fam, you've done better work, this is not your best, you need to fix this and this and that. Occasionally that hurts to hear and you're just like, but I worked hard on it. Your significant other doesn't always need to be a yes man, because sometimes you're fucking up, bro. And somebody needs to tell you. And it's better to come from them than some stranger in the street.
What's your favorite piece that you've all done that you collaborated on together or project?
I think it would have to be selfishly my music videos. Because he has shot all of my music videos and it's been a very like collaborative effort and they always turn out exactly how I want them to be.
They're awesome.
Beautiful.
They're gonna be in this.
Yeah,
In this
check
whole-
that out right around here.
Wake up, and get high, 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 high. They say it's so good, I'll touch the sky.
How did you feel, Jeremy, when she was like, I'm about to be like a rap artist, singer, like, what it, like, how did you feel about that? Because Sam is working, y'all see her sitting down, but she's working it.
Yeah.
I thought it was tight. I thought it was tight.
He was prepared to tell me to sit my ass down.
Yeah, no, I fully prepared. When she told me she wanted to start rapping, I was fully prepared to try to figure out how to word, like, nah, fam, that's not for you. I was really trying to figure out, because I'm kind of a self-proclaimed hip-hop snob when it comes to, like, lyricism.
Right,
and
right.
all that stuff. So, like I said, I was fully expecting her to be, like, terrible. And so I was like, yeah, okay, let me figure out how to break that to her without hurting her feelings, because she's in a really delicate part, like, you know, section of her life right now and just going through some things. So I was like, how can I tell her this isn't for you but still be supportive? We went to the studio one night and she sat over in the corner, she wrote her verse, we listened to the beat on loop forever, and then it came time to her perform her verse, and she did it perfectly on the first take, which is unheard of.
Right.
And like it was amazing. Not even on some bias, like,
Right.
and I was like, okay, beginner's luck. You know, that was really good. But you can't just do one verse. You got to write a whole song, so you got to do another verse. So she did a hook, did another verse, sat over in the corner for another 20 minutes, 30 minutes, had a second verse that was equally, if not better, than the first verse. And I was like, okay,
She got
you
some.
might have something. So then I was like, okay, anybody can write a song. Like, you know, certain people can write. Like, and there's other people there's levels. And so I was like, well, you wrote it, but you know, some people are just writers. Everybody doesn't get to be a performer. And so I was really, it was really anxious. There was a lot of anxiety for me. Maybe not as much for her. Like maybe she was good with it, but for me, like when it came time for her first performance, I was probably just as nervous, if not more nervous, than she was.
Wow.
Like I said, once I saw her perform the first time, I was like, okay, yeah, we're good. I always jokingly tell her like whenever she blows up, I will happily be the house husband. I will.
She comes on, what you been doing all day? Okay.
This TV feels hot.
I know you ain't sitting on the couch all
This
day.
TV feels hot.
So we talked about all the yummy and cute stuff about being together and that collaboration. Talk to us about some of the struggles though. What are some of the pitfalls about being in a relationship with another artist? What makes it a little tough?
It's equal parts positive and pitfall. being in a relationship with somebody else with a creative eye, sometimes their creative vision is different than your creative vision. And obviously we both feel like we're right in our creative thinking, so it's like, well, you're doing this wrong. Well, it's mine. So let me do it my way wrong then.
Yeah.
So
the hardest thing is watching them do something you think they're doing incorrectly. Or you're just like, yeah, no, why are you doing it that way? Just do this. But I don't want to do it that way. I want to do this. The hardest thing is just letting them be them and not trying to take ownership of their projects. Yeah. Especially when you're working on projects together, like the music videos. I do things a specific way, she does things a specific way, and we kind of bump heads a little bit when we're in the heat of doing the shoot, because it always gets us to the same result, but the process sometimes is just like,
get a little tense.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? Like, no, this is fine. Let's do this.
Like, no, do another take. I said, like, being a black couple in 2017, you both are pretty well known in Dallas area, in Texas, and across the United States at this point. So, like, how do you guys, like, keep a fresh, healthy relationship with so much going on social media and all those things? Yeah, so much attention.
Thankfully, we are both of a similar, wokeness, I would say. So when certain things happen, we have similar reactions to it, but we also understand the need to sort of check out sometimes and step back a little bit and be more conscious of, the things that we say, the things that we support, being vocal about certain issues and beliefs that we have. If you're living in this political climate and you and your partner are butting heads over events that are happening, cut those ties, bro.
We have a unique situation because both of us are half black, half white. So to have a white side of the family that is Make America Great Again, and then you have the black side of the family where you're just like, that's my family, but at the same time, like, how are y'all seeing the same information that we're seeing video-wise and coming to a different conclusion? Or the platform that we do have, it's important for both of us to actually, speak on it and say stuff. And for us, like, it could be detrimental to either of our careers at this point. Because, I mean, truth be told, like, we're still having a pretty, early fledgling careers that we're trying to build towards. And to say, Black Lives Matter in such a, hostile, when that is such a, divisive term to some people, it could be career suicide in some cases. But we still are just like, it is what it is. Like,
if you don't like it, I didn't
if you don't like it, So I feel like if I never make it because I spoke my mind in these situations, then I would have rather reached someone that wouldn't have been reached otherwise than to, get fame and fortune and all the other stuff. If that's, if it's at the cost of that, we have to use what little voice we have to speak on that shit, because it's crazy.
How do you pull that string to be like, all right, from 6 to 10 now, or whatever it is?
It's really a lot of willpower, because it's like clocking out of work to get home and clock back into work.
Right.
And like, of course, you don't like to think of your passions as being work, but you still need to put in work hours. Like, you still have to put in man hours. I feel like when you're talented, you expect people to just respect your talent, and then you wonder why you see people who are less talented getting more than you, and it's because they put in the work. Like, you can't always just be like, oh, I'm talented, so I should get this, this, and this. Like, no one cares if you're talented or not anymore. Like, they care about how much work that you put in or whatever you're selling. Like, if you've got this package going, they're willing to overlook less talented.
It's almost like the consistency of everything. If you're consistent with putting your material out there, then more people are gonna like it, more people are gonna see it. Because working on your own is truly like all at 24 hours a day.
There's a lot of discipline. Like, you have to, I can't go do this with my friends because I've got to finish this if I want to put it out this week. Or, I can't buy all this extra shit because I need more equipment for what I'm doing. Like, you really have to decide. If you're not willing to make those sacrifices and make those compromises, it's probably not for you.
I read that either you're going to build someone else, either build your own dream, or you're going to help somebody build their own dream, build their dream. So,
hello, somebody.
All right.
So either you're going to make your own self $1 million, or you're going to make somebody else. So if you're going to make $1 million either way, you might as well make it for yourself.
So was that a tough move when you like the last day you were like, what the hell am I doing?
Because you said you're planners, so like
yeah,
I
no,
got
we're
that
100% planners. When I quit my day job, it was the most irresponsible thing I've ever done in my life.
Why do you say that?
I didn't have any money in savings. It wasn't planned. It wasn't like okay, I'm gonna be out of here by this date. It was none of that. It literally was, our office was closed, so we were working from home the whole summer. They finally opened the new office. We were supposed to go back August 1st, and I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna go back.
Like,
Not
nah, fam.
I've been at home.
In the words of Jeremy, nah, fam.
Nah, fam.
Have your laptop back.
Also, Sam basically was always in my ear, like, you have the rest of your life to work for somebody else.
Because I could
You
tell
can
he
always-
was miserable.
You can always go get a job and work for
Preach,
someone
look,
else.
on today.
On
today.
On today.
I
I'm
was
supposed to be starting this job, but
Now you don't know if you want to start your job.
she definitely, she was like, you got the rest of your life to work for someone else.
You can always go back to work.
You can always
That's
get a
true.
job. You're tough to, I don't want you looking back when you're 50 wondering what could have been.
I was more than willing to support him while he found, you know, his niche. He returned the favor, obviously, because now I don't have a 9-to-5 job. I recently quit my day job to focus purely on music and art, and it's scary. It's terrifying.
You know me about
It is
I think about it
terrifying.
all the time, and I'm like, no, gotta go clean teeth tomorrow.
It's so scary.
One of my biggest fears is being an ain't shit ass nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And so
that should be a fear for
I didn't-
guys.
like, I didn't want to be that, and so I didn't want to like let her pay my bills while I'm sitting at home on the couch, you know, like running the gas out of her car, like type. I didn't want to be that dude. I didn't want to be, you know,
Girl.
He didn't want to be a bugaboo.
right, I'm about to start singing the song now.
I didn't want to be.
Guys, thank you so much for like letting us invade your home.
Yes.
And asking you all the questions.
Giving us water.
I love being your
No
business.
problem. No problem.
We are gonna put their links in the comment section. Yes. Oh, description box. That's right.
It's down there.
She know it's in this, right in this specific.
So you guys can follow them on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and all that stuff.
All the medias.
All the medias.
Alright guys, we will see you next time. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for joining us. Make sure you subscribe.